Broad says she was dope and that somebody tried to kill her.
Where did this take place?
That's the bitch you're gonna love. Right across the street.
What?
A Chevy Skyline took a nosedive off the escarpment, fetched up underneath a Cola King billboard. Up to it, boys. We got bad guys to catch.
The thing was, he was a really nice guy. I felt lousy calling him. See you later, fellas. Try not to work too hard. Look at you, banishing little boys. Tear to my eye watching my caterpillar grow. I'm just trying to fit in. Educated, hardworking, straight as an arrow. It's breaking to be told, but you'll never fit in. Hey, you live in town? You saw the big case and got promoted? Stop just ahead. That face looks familiar.
Well, that's June Ballard, Tarzan's sister, beast of the Amazon.
She's married to Guy McCaffrey. The captain has moved to Vegas now, but the two of them still have juice. Phelps, Tracker, Detective Phelps. Hey, Bukowski. Long time no see. You could have called this in by megaphone, Enrique. Phelps, this is Enrique Gonzalez. Enrique was a pretty decent middleweight. What do we have, Gonzalez? Broad drives right through the empty lot and off the side of the escarpment. Her story is that a movie producer doped her and her friend and sent the car over the cliff. Was anyone hurt? Driver's beat up. Not too bad considering. If she hadn't hit that billboard, she'd be scraping both of them off the pavement. Passengers are Jessica Hamilton. She's just a kid. She's pretty knocked around. Gave you the BO, right? I think so. You're taking her to central receiving. If you want to take a look around, stall the ambulance. Thanks. Do that. One more thing. Watch out for the driver. Cuts rough.
Hey, out of the way.
If you're looking for the coroner, he's down by the crash site. You'll want to see this, Phelps. There, laid out on the trunk. And that isn't even the best part. Looks like they're lucky they weren't more badly injured. Must have been unconscious. Being relaxed tends to lessen the soft tissue damage. She's a long way from home. They've been torn off. Where did you find them? They were stuffed in the young lady's handbag. I'll run a trace for semen when I get back to the lab. Drunk driver? Maybe not. How so? Well, the hen I found without a body piqued my interest. See what you think.
Alas, poor Yorick, I knew him, Horatio.
Is it real? No. I think it's supposed to be a replica of an Indian shrunken head. It's some kind of curio or movie prop. See the casting marks? What's it made from? Plaster of Paris would be my first guess. Then painted. So we can rule out the murder angle? No, you can rule that in. That thing was wedging the accelerator to the floor. Whoever did it wanted these women dead. How does someone manage to tip their ride straight off a cliff? If the driver's in a fit state, you should ask. Mrs. McCaffrey, we would like to ask you a few questions, if that's okay.
I prefer to use my maiden name, June Ballard. You might be familiar with some of my work.
Can you tell us what happened here?
You're kind of cute for a cop. Maybe a bit unserious.
What about me, June? I'm a big fan of
You?
pizza.
I don't like. Keep out of this.
We understand that you're still suffering from the effects of the accident, Mrs. McCaffrey. The officer says that you claimed that you were drugged. But who did this to you?
That rat slipped us under the bin. It's no wonder I feel so dopey. I can't remember.
It's a serious offense to withhold information from the police during a criminal investigation, madam.
I told you to call me June. You're making me feel like an old lady. And don't bother your handsome head about this. My husband will settle the score with Mark Bishop.
What can you tell us about the passenger in your car?
Jessica Hamilton. Poor Jessica. It's been a rough day for her. She's desperate to break into movies. What more can I say?
I think you're lying, Mrs. McCaffrey. I think something happened to Jessica yesterday before the crash.
I'm offended, sunshine. Do you have any proof?
Miss Hamilton's underwear were physically torn from her body.
She wanted to go to a casting. I took her to a casting. Whatever happened after that is between her and Mark Bishop.
We found a shrunken head that was used to tamper with your car.
You see, I normally don't drive off cliffs. The last thing I remember is getting behind the wheel.
It's obviously some kind of movie prop. You must know where it came from.
In case you hadn't noticed, I am the talent. And the talent doesn't deal with props or sets or any of that kind of stuff. Why don't you ask Mark Bishop which prop house he uses?
You mentioned a Mark Bishop. You think he might have had something to do with this?
He is a movie producer. As for his involvement, you just leave it to me and my husband to worry about.
I want to know what happened between you two that made him want to commit a double murder.
Bishop offered me a part in his picture. Then he withdrew it. Fact is, we had a deal. I pressed him on it. This is where I end up.
Mrs. McCaffrey, I think it would be in everyone's best interest if you accompany Patrolman Gonzalez back to the receiving hospital.
I'm going to be okay. These guys can take me home after my lawyer and I have talked to the news house.
Mrs. McCaffrey, you are still under the influence of narcotics, and you're likely to go into shock once the drugs wear off.
And I thought you were you. It's nice of you to be concerned.
I think we're good here. Let's see if we can shake out of the kid.
Will this make it into the paper?
The car crash victim has regained consciousness at Central Receiving Hospital.
11K Roger, en route. Hello, Detective Phelps, here to interview with Jessica Hamilton.
Jessica Hamilton. Oh, yeah. She's in the room, right behind you, Detective. You can't hold me here. No! I don't need to be manhandled by a doctor. I need my lawyer. Hey, where is the telephone? Do you know who I am?
Hello, Doctor. I'm Detective Phelps. You're attending to the young lady from the auto accident?
Yes. She's conscious now, but I doubt she'll remember much. She's still feeling some of the after effects.
Jessica was drugged?
She certainly was. Chloral hydrate would be my guess, and there's clear evidence of abuse. She's still a minor, Detective.
Someone planned a double murder to cover up a statutory rape? Swap 7 years for life and get Guy McCaffrey on their case? Doesn't make much sense to me. I guess it depends on what they have to lose. Feeling better since this morning, Jessica?
A little. My head still feels funny.
Hello, Jessica. My name is Cole Phelps. I'm a policeman. I'd like to talk to you about your accident, if that's okay.
Okay.
Can you tell me what you remember about the crash?
It's all kind of fuzzy. I remember waking up here. Nothing happened yesterday.
Tell the truth, Jessica. Why did they cover up?
I'm not lying to you.
They found your underwear in your handbag, Jessica. You need to tell us what happened.
The doctor told me what happened. I didn't want that. I just wanted to be a star, to be in movies. I told you what happened, and she told me to toughen up. But that was just the start.
Did she now, cold-hearted bitch?
It's not Jimmy's fault. It's not my first time. I had a boyfriend back home, but my father found out about him.
Even if you consent to Jessica, you're still underage. We need to get in touch with your parents, Jessica, and tell them what has happened.
Oh, you don't need to worry then. They sent me along to stay with Aunt June. They trust her to take care of me.
You're lying, Jessica. How are we going to make this right if you lie to us?
Please, Detective, why would I lie to you?
Because you're a runaway, Jessica, and you don't have your parents' permission to be here. Now, do you want to tell me what really happened?
I went with Junie to this strange place. It's difficult to remember. Someone gave me a drink to calm my nerves, and then I felt faint. I think I must have passed out.
How did you meet Mr. Bishop?
Well, Junie is a big movie star. You probably know that. She's doing a new movie.
What's the story with Bishop and Mrs. McCaffrey? Why does he want the two of you dead?
That can't be true. Mr. Bishop seemed very happy today. I mean, yesterday.
And that's why you wedged a shrunken head against the accelerator pedal and punted the two of you over an escarpment?
I overheard Julie speaking to him on the phone a couple of times. Screaming, really. She can be very hard sometimes, Julie. But they seemed okay yesterday, like they worked it out.
I know what happened to Jessica. Where exactly did it take place?
Please. It's scary. It's really difficult to think of anything.
Jessica, I really need you to help me here.
I remember the mermaid.
Was it the mermaid in the movie, too?
No, it was on the front of a building. We pulled up in front of the mermaid.
Thank you, Jessica. You've been a big help. Here's my card. If you think of anything or you need some help, just get in touch, okay?
Okay.
I think it might be a good idea if you went back home till you felt better, Jessica.
I couldn't do that, officer. What if I got the part and I wasn't there?
It's the tale of this town, Cole. Lamb pickled, willingly to slaughter. Who the hell is that? Must be her lawyer. Certainly expedited her release. I don't like it, Cole. Why is she in such a hurry? We should follow her. There she goes. Come on.
Ballard is definitely up to something. She seems to have made a remarkably speedy recovery. Get in there and see what she's up to.
Baby? No, I don't want him taught unless you know what I want. Well, then make someone else do it. You still know people out here, don't you? Then make some calls. I'm going to be very clear about this. You get this done, or I'm... Wilson's Hotel. Mr. Mark Bishop, that son of a bitch, lives in apartment 803. Sure, I caught the film.
What's the story? You guess she didn't stop for like the freshman.
She made a call. Sounds like Mark Bishop has a heap of trouble headed this way. I've got an address. Wilson's Hotel, apartment 803.
Oh, shit. You better step on it.
If he's got any sense, he'll be as far away from home as possible.
Yeah, he said he wouldn't have tried bumping up Guy McCaffrey's wife in the first place. Or he'd done the job properly. McCaffrey will break a fellow's legs just for looking at himself.
What did you make of the kid? Here's the story. I think she was doped out of her tiny mind and given the casting couch. That fucking bitch Ballard sold her out. Ballard was doing someone a favor, why did they try to kill her?
All units in the vicinity of car 11K, 11K, a 415 in progress at apartment 803, Wilson's Apartment Hotel, 1220 West 7th Street, Westlake Park. 11K code 3, all other units code 2. KGPL clear.
Gunning! Get to the apartment before someone gets hurt.
I tried to stop them. It's room 803, left out of the elevator.
Sounds like we're about to make it a hat trick of hysterical female witnesses.
Give it up, LAPD!
I'm about to break the goddamn.
Are you injured, Mrs. Bishop?
I'm all right now. Those horrible, awful men.
Perhaps you should sit down, ma'am.
Yes. Yes. Forgive me, officers. I'm very flushed. I'll just sit down for a moment.
That's perfectly normal, ma'am. Take a moment while we look around.
Yes. Thank you. Just look at this mess.
What do you have to do to earn $20,000? Presented to Mark. Looks like the old movie set downtown. Great Wall of Babylon. A replica of a replica. Looks like we found our mermaid. Who are these men in the picture?
My husband, Mark, and Marlon Hoffman. They work together on occasion. That's Hopgood's shop.
Those men. I think they work for Guy McCaffey. You know the name?
No. Why should I?
June Ballard is married to Guy McCaffey. Have you heard of her?
That slut. She's been badgering my husband for days.
Mrs. McCaffey alleges that your husband tried to kill her and her friend last night. I think you should tell us what you know.
My husband's a movie producer. This has something to do with his new picture. He doesn't include me in his business.
June Ballard said she had a deal to be in his new picture.
Mark repeatedly told her no. He had Joan Leslie lined up for the role. That's how he got the finance. June made all kinds of threats. She was very rude to me.
You know June Ballard?
We were both on the same picture a few years back. That's how I met my husband.
Where can we find your husband, ma'am?
He told me he would be on set. That's all I know.
Either we find him or McCaffrey's people do, Mrs. Bishop. If you care for him, you should make sure that we find him first.
I do care for him. But I don't really know where he'd go if he were in trouble. Hopgood might know.
Why is your husband paying Lorna Hopgood $20,000?
Lorna? Marlon's ex-wife? Are you sure?
Your husband looks like he's being blackmailed. They obviously have something on him if he's prepared to kill to cover it up. Why is the payment going to Hopgood and not McCaffrey?
Lorna works at a check-cashing place in Hollywood. You need to ask Hopgood why he needs that much money in cash.
Your husband was at a casting yesterday with a young girl?
Not that I know of. He told me he was looking at locations. The picture's been cast.
Jessica remembered a mermaid. The mermaid on the front of the prop store. You better come clean with me.
This is a sick town, Detective. Are you sure you really want to know? The truth is, my husband likes them young.
And you think that's okay?
I was 16 when I first met him. I thought he was a genius, a magician with film. I was 20 before I realized he was just a B-movie hack. But he's nothing compared to some of the monsters at these big studios. My guess is Ballard sacrificed her little friend. Happens to a lot of girls.
Your husband is in trouble. It could go easier for him if you were more helpful, Mrs. Bishop.
He's a big boy, Detective, and so are you. This is Hollywood. There's always a deal to be done.
Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, that's 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need a location on a Silver Spring prop store.
Just a moment. Silver Spring Props, corner 3rd and Figueroa.
Thanks for your help. An aging movie star, a wannabe starlet, wife, climbing on the shoulders of the almost looking famous. And from the stories they've given us, clearly none of them can act.